Well, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon to you, one and all. Thank you for being kind enough to allow me to extend into an hour later to be able to share our snapshot moment with you on today. And you need to enjoy the weather while it's good because there's some crazy weather coming. And you can't have sunshine always without there being some rain. And that's just basically the way it is. So, again, it could be worse. There could be a lot of things going on and happening. But by the grace of God, we are who we are where we are, and we are going where we're going. And so I am thankful to God for those of you who are with us on today. Thank you so much for being here and sharing and allowing me to be a part of your experience of learning today. Thank you so much for giving me the info that all is well. And just grateful to God for that. So, welcome, Elder James Mansell. How are you, sir? Good to have you with us. I know there's a plethora of people who are on and coming on at this particular time. Gaither, Minister Faye, bless the Lord for you and each and every one of you. Great. You can share if you want to. If you would like to share, I would suggest that you do so. Elder Bowdry, how are you? Nancy, Cora, how are you? You being good, Cora? You know, I need to check up on you from time to time just to make sure, because I knows you. I knows you for your works, okay? And Thea, bless the Lord for you. LaShawn, how you feeling? Katrina, Foster, thank you so much for being on and sharing with us. Sylvia Scott, we bless the Lord for you and those that are coming on to be with us. We are again grateful for you. You can share. You can share if you would like. You can share with your audience, those who are a part of uh, your sphere of relationships and those whom you love and care for. If you want to, just share this moment with them. Okay. Doing good today. I am so much better than I was yesterday and the day before. So the shot has its effects, but it also has its benefits. And I am so grateful to God for that. Barbara, how are you? And glad that you are here with us. Going to start in about 2 minutes. You can share if you would like to. We welcome you to do so. We also want to remind you that at 6:30, we are going to also have our midweek worship. So, Cora, what am I going to do with you? We don't deserve the goodness of the Lord, and He gives it to us. So, guess what? Guess what? We reciprocate to others that which we have received ourselves. Okay. Faye Poindexter, bless you. Thank you for being here with us. Jali Sa, um, the one who holds down the city of Youngstown and is known in the city, known in the state, just known. She just known when it comes down to the city of Youngstown. So we're grateful to God for you being with us. Carletta, Linda, bless the Lord. Okay. You know what, girl? Cora, I'm praying for you. Okay. And so we're gonna. Hey, Sabrina, dear, how you doing? Still praying for you. Want you to lift up those families. I believe it's the Williams family, which is a part of the mayor's family. The Oh my God, the Beverly family and the other families, along with Sabrina's family and her father's passing. Sharon, how are you? So there are so many people who are just going through this time of bereavement and loss. And Burgess family, thank you so much. We want to continue to lift them in prayer as they prepare to celebrate the life of their loved one. The Womack Jackson family, okay. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm almost back to normal after the vaccine. And Womack Green, okay, got you. And so, Stephanie, bless you for being here with us on today. Let me go ahead and get started, okay? Um, Remember, we talked about order, that God is the God of order, and that everything that He does, everything that He is, everything that He orchestrates, everything that He participates in is orderly. And that's what we have to understand. And I know I got in trouble a little bit by saying what I said, but I need us to understand that God is not a any way you bless me God. He is a specific God. He is a God who knows how to bring blessings into your life, but He also knows when to do it, because He understands clearly without an organized pattern to prepare you for the blessings, you would run amok. Okay. And this is something that we have to recognize. With that being said, Linda, He is also a God that has order in His angelic beings, these angels that He created. And while we have these nice little images and pins and things of these angels, they don't look anything like that. They're actually ferocious looking, because they're guardians. And that's the reason why, as I said yesterday, and I say it again, anytime that there's any contact between humans and angelic beings, the first thing that they do is strike a high level of fear into their lives. And that's why the angels speak to them and said, don't be afraid, because their persona, their presentation is designed to be intimidating, because they are warriors. That is what they are. And so God's angels are organized along a clear chain of command. And I think this is something that must be recognized and understood. The enemy has his own rank of demons too, as the anointed angel Satan himself used to be at the top of the angelic chain of command. He was a ruler over a ruler under God in the angelic realm. Rose, how are you, dear? Okay. Then the Bible mentions another anointed angel or archangel by the name of Michael, which is found in Jude, Jude 6. No, not chapter 6. Jude doesn't have 6 chapters. It's just Jude 6. And so in the midst of that, he has rank and file as far as angelic hosts are concerned. Each of them has an assignment. And I think if there's anything that humans should glean and gather from angelic beings, is the fact that they know their position. And I think this is something that is so sorely missing among the humans. And I know I'm probably making this sound like aliens or whatever, but that's not really what I'm talking about. What I'm dealing with is the fact that human beings were created lower than angels, and yet still a higher order of creation seems to understand its position better than the lower created ones who have redemption, where the higher created beings don't. They understand what they were created to do. Lord, help me to teach this like you gave it to me. And for us to be effectively powerful in the kingdom of God, for us to be essential to the purpose and functionality within the kingdom of God, it would behoove us to know what we were created to do and to be, so that we can do it effectively. Well, I'm going to talk about a couple of things. There's one group of angels called cherubims. Okay. They are called that because they are angelic guards. Okay. Two of those cherubims were dispatched into the Garden of Eden to keep Adam and Eve out of the garden. Okay. And so their job, okay, is to protect, get this, their job, Ayana, is to protect the glory of God. Their job is to make sure that nothing approaches God himself without God's permission. They are oh my God. They are fighters. They are fierce. They are intimidating. But the reason that they are is because they understand their mission. And their mission is to guard and protect. They don't do anything else. They don't do nothing else. Their job is to, they don't get jealous over the other group. They don't get bent out of shape because they can't do what other angels do. They are positioned to do one thing, and in the doing of that one thing, they do it well. Okay. And so we see that there are cherubims, but then there are also seraphims. Now, you have to understand that the seraphims are only concerned about the holiness and the worship of God. Okay, I'm getting ready. I'm really getting ready to get in trouble when I say it, because see, many of us really sometimes love a very docile, and we quote that the Lord is in His holy temple, and all the earth keeps silent before Him, and we take that out of context. But what we fail to understand, that these awe-inspiring creatures, which can be found in Isaiah chapter 6, when they worship, the temple shakes. Oh, y'all didn't catch that, did you? Y'all didn't. When they worship, the temple shakes, and they worship God all day long. Now, I hope y'all ready for this. I hope you're ready for this, because Satan also tries to mimic. Now, what am I talking about? How do you know when a drug dealer is in the neighborhood? How do you know when evil is riding through your community? You know, because of the vibrations that come from their systems of music. Oh, help me, Lord, help me to get this. And the thing that is so amazing about it, because I know many of you have never ever paid any attention to this. Doe, how are you? Is the fact that you never hear the words, but you always experience the vibration. As a matter of fact, the vibration is so strong that it rattles the car. Mm, 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 mm. and the rattling of the car is an indicator that evil is present. And so what he has done is he has tried to the best of his ability to duplicate what the seraphims do. But here's what you got to understand. The object of the seraphim is not evil, but glorifying God. And when they glorify God, the doorpost, the heavens rumble and shake as they worship. And they don't just worship during an hour and a half on Sunday morning. Bless his holy name. Denise, they worship around the clock, even though they don't exist in time. But for us, 24/7, they say holy. And when they say holy, stuff starts shaking. When their wings flap, stuff starts shaking. When they begin to exalt the name of our God, stuff begins to vibrate. And here's what we have to understand is that they understand their assignment. They understand that their assignment is to give God the ultimate glory, to give God the most magnificent moment of their existence. Do I have somebody who's catching where I'm coming from? And so when we come together as the children of God, we ought to reflect the same magnitude of giving him. They understand their position, but see, our position is different because we bless him because he's the God of another chance. They don't get another. He's the God of another chance, another opportunity, another moment in your life. And so when they holler out, they holy, when they do that, everything begins to shake from the magnitude in which they glorify God. So don't get upset about sound. Don't get upset about vibrations, because I'm going to tell you something right now. Don't die and go to heaven because you're going to be mad because there's noise in heaven. Listen, can you imagine how much vibration and sound there is for heaven to shake at their worship? Oh, bless his holy name, okay? And so the whole temple shakes every time they move and fly or whatever they do, okay? And they worship God all day and all night long. Oh, glory. But then there's another group. There's another group or another tier of angelic beings, and these are living creatures, which are found in Revelation chapter 4. They are usually creatures engaged in serious worship. Now you got the seraphims worshiping, but the living creatures are shown enough. Can you imagine what heaven is like to be in? That's right, thunderous sounds of worship. I like that, Minister Faith. Thunderous sounds of worship. Mm, 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 mm. Oh my God. Okay, let me move on because I done got excited. From what we know, this is the angelic order. Each rank of angels functioning under a higher rank. If you want to see a good picture of them, you got to go to Revelation chapter 12, verse 7, which describes the war in heaven. And Michael and his angels went to battle against Satan and his angels. And here are two angelic armies under the authority of their respective leaders, okay, doing what their leader has assigned them to do. Angels are not organized by authority, but they are under the importance. They understand the importance of being under authority. Michael, the archangel, appreciated the importance of authority because in Jude 9, we see Michael calling on God's authority to deal with Satan. Here's what it says. Michael, the archangel, when he disputed with the devil about the body of Moses, did not dare pronounce against him a railing judgment, but said, "The Lord rebuke you." As an archangel, Michael was Satan's counterpart. That's important because most people think that God is Satan's counterpart or opposite. No, God has no counterpart. He is the all-powerful creator. Satan is a created being. If you want to find a counterpart to Satan, look in the angelic world, not at God. God is in a class all by himself. Oh, bless his name. Okay. So we see here, and this is important. Michael never forgot who he was, and he never forgot the position of Satan that Satan once held. So he understood if there was going to be any rebuking taking place, it would have to come, ready for this, from God himself who created him. I'm done. Listen, I want y'all to have a blessed day. Be careful out here. It's going to be some major thunderstorms coming through. I'll deal with this a little bit more, but I need to let you know this. I will not be on tomorrow. If by chance I get on tomorrow, it will be probably in the evening or late afternoon or something like that. I have a funeral to attend in Cleveland. Kathy Holly, who is, if y'all remember Pastor Michael Holly, her mother has gone home to be with the Lord, and we're going to be with her and her family in the celebration of her mother's life tomorrow. And so we want you to know that. Also, I'm not sure what I'm going to do on Monday and Tuesday. I have a funeral on Monday and I have a funeral on Tuesday. So I'm not really sure how what's going to take place. And so I'm asking for you to be understanding. I have within my spirit, if I so am led to do so, I may do it. Oh, today's Wednesday. Thank you so much. I will be on tomorrow. Okay, thank you so much because it just totally slipped my mind. I forgot what day it was. Today is just Wednesday. I'll be on Thursday, but I won't be on Friday. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And so I wanted to let you know that Friday will not be. Monday, Tuesday, possibly. Okay. And so we want to make sure that we are there to minister to those families. As you can see on your screen, if you would like to support the work of ministry of the Union Church, there is a plethora of ways that you can do so. You can call the church. You can drop it off at the church in the mailbox. You can make the check out, mail it off to Union. You can Cash App us. You can Givelify, PayPal us. If we are, and Paul says this, if I'm sowing unto you spiritual things, then there needs to be some level of response that takes place from your material revenue. And so I'm just asking that you would take that under consideration. Many people do. And so if we are a blessing, it would be fantastic if you would sow into the ministry of the Union Church. You notice I didn't say mines. I said the ministry of the Union Church. Listen, make sure you share with everybody. We will be back at 6:30. 6:30. We will be back with midweek worship, and let's see what the Lord does tonight. Love you. Love you one and all with the love of Jesus Christ. Have a blessed day, the Lord. Whatever you got to do, be safe because there's some storms a coming. May God bless you. May he keep you is our prayer.